All right, good morning, boys. What is up? Today is Monday, sorry, not even January, February 9th. Oh, why didn't that pace? What the fuck? Here we go. What? There we go. All right, $6,000 day. This is across eval and across actual fund dates. I just secured a $3,000 payout. One trade today, very simple. So I have passed 4 50K evals, and then I also made $500 on my funded. So, well, I took a loss and a win actually. In the first loss, I don't know why I forgot about that. First loss blew the evals I bought on Friday, and I had to reset them and half pass them again. So evals are all sitting at I think $1,500 to $1,700. Some of them got better fills than the others. I had to manually trade them, which is ridiculous. And my funded, I lost $1,400 and then I made $2,000, so that was up $600 on the day, securing a $3,000 or not even $3,000, securing a $2,800 payout, some shit like that. But pretty simple trading day. I'm gonna go over what happened today, right? On the daily time frame, honestly, price is pretty bearish, right? But I also want to see if we are bearish on the weekly. I do expect an open high on the weekly time frame, so that also goes hand in hand with a bullish bias. 4-hour time frame, we're rejecting a bullish 4-hour gap right here. We inverse this bearish 4-hour gap right here, right? And created this bullish 4-hour one right here, right? So we're expecting a bullish 4-hour gap, right? Is that really what I care about? Not as much as this. The fact that we have London and Asian highs. These are London and Asian highs resting above us. So every draw on liquidity is above us. London and Asian highs. We also have this 5-minute swing high that rejected this 5-minute gap and caused price to push lower pre-market, right? So the manipulation leg high and this high as well. So both manipulation leg highs as well as session liquidity is all resting above us, right? So there's gonna be a lot of orders there, right? So what do I see? We take out the sell side inside a 4-hour gap. We also SMT at this low. If you look at ES, you can see ES actually never took that low out, right? ES never took that low, while Nasdaq did. So now we SMT at that low, right? We displace higher. We have this big bearish gap right here. What do I really care about? Do I really care about the IFEG here? Not really. I did enter off the IFEG, but I don't really care about that. What I actually care about is seeing a strong wick low and close higher. I want to see price trade into an imbalance here and then displace higher, because if we just ripped here and closed up here and I entered here, I would have to have like stops here for it to make sense, and that's just a terrible trade, right? So I see price here wick low, right, and then push higher. So at this point in time I know, all right, you know what, if price wants to close below this wick, we're probably just going to dump and I wouldn't mind shorting at that point. But what I really do want to see is longs. So this is the confirmation I get for longs, targeting essentially, I targeted this high just to get that winning day in. I didn't take full TP. Full TP would have been up here and it would have literally happened in the same candle, which would have been dope. But this was the trade idea, essentially something like this, which would have played out very, very nicely. Honestly, should have probably held that, but I take profit at what I thought was a good trade in the moment. Also, we SMT'd at 940, so I would have taken full TP at 940, which is all basically this high, right? ES took this high around a minute after Nasdaq took this one. Pretty clean trade, right? I didn't like shorts to this low, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the 15-minute close bearish. There was a 15-minute CISD displacing from an hourly gap, but I also figured we're an OTE of a range, right? We could have easily just retested OTE, or we could have very easily just displaced off 0.705 of this tiny range here and ripped, right? So by my logic, price could have just literally tapped into any of these fibs right here and displaced higher. So I wasn't a fan of shorts, but they clearly fucking played out and banked. So maybe I was just wrong about that, right? Entries I really liked. This is a great entry, order block formation, right here. You can target this high. This is a great entry, right? Not a lot of drawdown there. Trade I took on my evals was this one. Literally this. To that high. That's basically it. Two minis though, so my take profit was a 1-to-1, 35 points to make $1,500 with two minis. Some of them, I took profit here like an idiot and made like 1,600, 1,700, which is too much money to make on an eval. So I fucked myself up, but I had to manually enter. So it was like price was ripping and I would just click fucking buy to get my evals halfway past at that point in time, right? We were rejecting a 5-minute gap. At that point in time, we had an SMT in this leg. If we take a look at ES, like I said, ES never swept that low on Nasdaq. Wait, sorry. 10 a.m. low. 10 a.m. low, there we go. Yeah, so Nasdaq reswept that 10 a.m. low while ES never swept that 10 a.m. low. Very small SMT, but it was more of an open low in the 4-hour time frame. I liked it. SMT there, displacement to the upside. Literally just targeting 35 points to get my eval half past. That is how I trade evals. I trade evals very aggressive, hence why I blew it. Oh, the first loss I took, right? I'm an idiot. Okay. First trade I took was actually here. So essentially what happened is I entered when this candle opened, but this candle opened higher. I'm an idiot. I got a very, very bad fail in this trade, and when price wicked lower, I just trailed my stop to this low right here. Honestly, not the best trade. Should have waited for the candle closure. But I tried entering essentially off this confirmation here, right, with like stops below the body, which would have gotten stopped out anyways. But I did love the trade idea, and when I saw price just displays higher, I tried tagging along in, and I got filled all the fucking way up here. Terrible fill. So I'm gonna have an 80-point stop loss, which is what I would have had. So I put my stop here, and I blew my I blew my eval, and then I took a pretty fat loss on my funded, re-entered literally in the next candle, long, made some back and more. I made $2,000 on this next trade. So it was a 50-point trade. Yeah, that. This was the second trade. I like this trade a lot. I don't like the first trade a lot. I like the trade idea. Would have lost anyways, so not too upset about that one. And then third trade idea, 5-minute gap, SMT at the 10 a.m. low. Essentially that, right? These are the trades I like today. This is the not A+ at all. This is an eval trade. I would never take that shit with actual funds. Love this trade. I love this trade here as well. Could have held this all to this high right here as well. I just did not like any longs down here, right? I thought, obviously, I wanted to long when price was down here. I saw the SMT and I was like, all right, if we rip now, this would be great. But I'm not a bottom top ticker guy, so I can't do that yet. But pretty cool. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. Like I said, only prop I'm trading right now is Lucid Trading. Free Discord is in bio right now. I have nothing to sell you. Mentorship spots are actually full right now, so I'm not even taking on students. But free Discord is open for you guys. You guys have this YouTube to learn everything, so I hope you guys can take advantage of the free resources I'm providing you on a daily basis, right? If you want to support me, code Ale at any prop firm listed here. Like I said, I really recommend Lucid. I fucking love them, and it's glaze, I know, but fuck. All right. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Any questions, comment them, and I will see you boys tomorrow. Have a great day.